The curse is finished. The betrayer's suffering has come to an end. You have restored his soul, done what gods thought beyond their power. Akachi has gone to his judgment, to the fate that should have been his had Merkel not intervened. Not to lie within the wall, but to find rest amongst the false souls of old. His torment is ended, and as for Merkel, the dark god's soul will fade and pass into oblivion as he deserves. She knew from the beginning that her lover was lost to her, even if she saved him. Where Akachi has gone, the Founder cannot follow. Upon her death, the Founder's soul will pass to Sophia, as will her knowledge. Through the innocence of her daughter's soul, she will find redemption, though the woman she once was will cease to be. Her tale is nearly finished, but yours is not. The chaos you sowed in my city will win you few friends amongst the gods. Deities of order will cast their eyes upon you as a symbol of all they oppose. For my part, I will pass no judgment upon you. I see in your crusade the hand of a dead god and the desperation of a forsaken soul trying to save the one she loved. And the good you have done redeems much. Above all else, your struggle has won you freedom, from the shard in your chest and from the ravening presence in your soul. How you spend your newfound coin and whom you spend it with, that is yours to decide.
My love, you were given a burden that you did not deserve. I hope that my company helped to ease your suffering. I can hear the Founder's thoughts echo quietly in my mind. She is finally at peace. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done. At first, I was bound to you by the link between the Founder and Akachi, but that's gone now, replaced with something stronger. For the first time in my life, there is no drive from within directing my wants. My feelings for you are all my own. We have countless adventures ahead of us, so many faraway lands and planes of existence to see. Where shall we go next, my love?
What your god said about newfound coin. I have several ideas on how best to spend it. Spiritual currency, you see, comes with many advantages. There are sacred glades of Rashomon where ones who have accomplished what we have done may be indulged in the spirit world. Honored, as it were, celebrated, most assuredly.
In time, the gods themselves rose against you, assembling a great host and cornering you in the plane of shadow. I was not part of that host, but I know that the gods were fewer in number when the battle was done. Of you, Spirit Eater, there was no sign. Some of the gods claimed victory and returned triumphant to their thrones. But most agreed that you had escaped their wrath, passing beyond the boundaries of their sight to worlds where the gods do not hold sway. Whether you will remain in distant worlds and forge an empire of your own,
On a momentous day that shall be honored for time everlasting, our glorious empire at last heralded the coronation.
Or return to the realms to seek a darker legacy still. That story is yet to be told.
You sure you did the ritual right? Sorry. Touchy, huh? Wishful thinking, but maybe it's just the wind. Who are you?
I'm the one who gripped you tight and raised you from perdition.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
We need to talk, Dean. Alone. Your friend's alive.
Who are you?
Castiel.
Yeah, I figured that much. I mean, what are you?
I'm an angel of the Lord.
In Rashomon, the town of Mulsantir was reduced to a groaning, soulless waste. The surrounding lands were drained of spirits and fell, blackened and dead. Of all who had lived in Mulsantir, only a tiny company of actors walked alive from the carnage. But their bodies were soulless husks, endlessly hissing your praises with dry, rasping tongues. In the astral plane, you devoured countless cities of the Githyanki race. sparing only their children, which you delivered in chains to the feasting chambers of their mortal enemies, the Mind Flayers. Some tales allege that you hunted down those of your companions who had betrayed you in the past, even those who were already dead. You tracked them to the plains where they had gone to their rest and gorged upon their souls. Your loyal pet, one of many, remained always at your side. You would occasionally permit your monster to feed.
Meet the Enchantress. Everything we know about her is in your briefing packs. She's walked this earth for a very long time and will likely be here when we're long gone.
This meeting is now a magic show?
Magic or not, this girl can do some pretty incredible things. Go get it, girl.
If the knowledge of a particular foe served your needs, and that enemy's voice would join the many and become your slave.
Get the hell out of here. There's no such thing.
This is your problem, Dean. You have no faith.
Some angel you are. You burned out that poor woman's eyes.
I warned her not to spy on my true form. It can be overwhelming to humans, and so can my real voice. But you already knew that.
You mean the gas station in the motel? That was you talking? Buddy, next time, lower the volume.
It was my mistake. Certain people, special people, can perceive my true visage. I thought you would be one of them. I was wrong.
And what visage are you in now, huh? What holy tax accountant?
This is a vessel.
You're possessing some poor bastard?
He's a devout man. He actually prayed for this.
Look, pal, I'm not buying what you're selling, so who are you really?
I told you.
Right. And why would an angel rescue me from hell?
Good things do happen, Dean.
Not in my experience.
What's the matter? You don't think you deserve to be saved?
Why'd you do it?
Because God commanded it. Because we have work for you.
Jeg vet ikke. Kanskje morgen. Vel. Bra. Skjøtt. Ja. Hei. Jeg har mye å spise. Takk. For når han var ung, vant han om dette målet.
Hey everybody, this is David at Barnyard Bees. We've been gone for a week and come back and everything looking really good. I made sure everything was topped off and fed before we left. Everything's looking good. The bees looks like they're really increasing good. A lot of flight. Everything looks really good.
How nostalgic.
mighty Sigma, savior of the Empire, give me strength. For though I dedicated my life to eradicating it, it feeds, it grows, devouring all. There must be a final answer to halt its advance. But the tide of war seems endless. The brutal, unthinking bloodlust of the greenskins, the twisted ambitions of the undead. Though the brave dwarven kingdoms stand with us, truly, what hope is there? Against countless horrors that cannot be named, let alone fought by mortal means. And yet all this is nothing before what is to come. It whispers and roars in. The dark it is. Against us it is unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I see it now. The beast that will devour.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently, perhaps there is still hope.
This is incredible. An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment.
Turn up the bass and make some sound, boy, run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday. If I'm not
bass, mash up the place.
And make them all have fun. And we ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. Skrillex ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday.
Akachi's end, the founder surrendered to death, and her soul passed to Sophia. With it came the knowledge of 12 lifetimes, and the collected wisdom of all her fragments. Sophia's love for you proved as strong as the founder's had ever been. You were rarely apart, though she often expressed a desire to see the place where you had spent the early years of your life, just as you had seen hers. Gan of Dreams remained at your side, his name linked forever with your own. He became perhaps your most loyal companion of all, accepting every new challenge with a wry smile and a caustic wit. Gan had made his peace with his parents and his past, and though he never pledged himself to the gods, he found another sort of faith, not in religion and ritual, but in love, friendship, and trust. Kaelin the Dove left your company, intent upon continuing her crusade against the Wall. She rallied those who had survived your assault upon the City of Judgment and led them to the Plane of Shadow, where she sought still more allies for a new and greater war. Yet even with the success of your crusade, Kaelin never grew into the leader that Akachi, or you, had been. Perhaps it was her unyielding sense of purpose, or her brazen defiance of the gods, that drove her followers away. Still, Kaelin and her siblings did not abandon the cause. They staged assaults upon my city, tearing a few souls from the Wall at a time, and escaping before my followers could pursue. To this day, she persists, defying the gods and the plains, and though it is said that her wings have grown dark with the passing of years, she remains a beacon of hope for those bound in the Wall. Her name whispered as a prayer by those who knew no faith in life. And what of your fate? In time, you returned home to West Harbor, reunited with a foster father who had never abandoned his search for you, and in that time, had come to fully realize the love he bore you. It was there, upon the village green where your adventures began, that you and Sophia were married, in the presence of those old friends who yet lived. Kelgar Iron Fist, Nishka the Rogue, Bevel Starling. These and many others stood in respectful silence as you spoke the words that would join the two of you together. Whether you would settle in the place of your birth, or depart once again to seek a greater legacy still, that story is yet to be told.
Well, Art was half right.
Which half? Well, at least I don't have to throw away half of what I know about biology.
Which half?
It's a beautiful idea. So rich. So full of possibilities.
Perhaps you should write a paper on it, Doctor.
Maybe I will. I'll interview you in the rubber room for further details. You may still need help, my friend.